Time to get into it. Namaste, sacred souls. And welcome back to the abundant mind, where we are waking the truth that peace is in our nature and it's our natural state. I am your guide, Yogi G. And today we are exploring a question that arises often after deep transformation and and what to do when there's nothing left to heal. Yeah, we don't think about that a lot. What do we do when there's nothing else to heal? You've done the work. You've cried all the tears. You released the stories. And now, for the first time, you feel whole. But here's the thing, wholeness can feel unfamiliar. When your identity was once built around healing, you might ask, who am I without something to fix? Well, today, we're going to dive into those 10 things that you've learned how to live where there's nothing to heal. And the most interesting part is one, you embrace the ordinary moments. Embracing ordinary moments. Let's try something here today. When healing fades, life gets beautiful simply. A warm cup of tea, the sun touching your skin, the sounds of laughter. There are no longer background noise. There's a symphony of peace. Let yourself be mesmerized by the ordinary, because this is the miracle. 2, rediscovering joy without a purpose. That's interesting. When healing, everything had a reason, a ritual, a release, a revelation. Give yourself permission to play again. Okay. Paint with your fingers. Joy exists without needing to teach you anything. This is how your soul breeze. 3, stay curious. Yeah. Stay curious about your growth. Healing isn't the end. It's the beginning of evolution. So stay curious. Ask new questions. Learn new things. And keep expanding. You're not fixing yourself anymore. You're exploring yourself. Curiously, keeping your spirit alive. Or I should say continuously keeping your spirit alive. You know? And then you go into 4, step 4, or stage 4, is when practicing gratitude for the calm. You once think, you once thought the storms were lessons, and you thank those storms for those lessons. Now, thank the quiet for its peace. Yeah, now that it's quiet, thank the quiet for its peace. Gratitude grounds you in the now. Each breath, each sunrise, each gentle moment, a gift. Wholeness doesn't roar. It's not loud. It whispers. It's quiet. It moves without making any noise. And then you go into stage 5 or lesson 5 is you listen more and you react less. Peace brings presence. When there's no chaos to respond to, you can finally listen. Listen to your body. Listen to the intuition. Listen to the silence between your thoughts. There. That's the voice of your true self. Then you roll into stage 6 as you refine success as peace. You're not looking at it as a material thing anymore. It's now a spiritual place that you strive for. Success once meant progress, results, transformation. Now, let success mean success. Peace is the highest vibration. When you can sit in stillness and feel content, you've arrived. And with that arrival, you arrive into step 7, your connection to nature. As the force he's it. Trees don't rush to grow. When you walk amongst the trees, you remember how to live in rhythm. Wholeness is not doing more. It's aligning with what already is. Everything is within. And then you go into step 8, where the service of others comes from an overflow. You have an overflow of abundance now within self. And it's easier to serve others from that overflow. You are no longer surviving from your wounds. Or I should say, you are no longer serving from your wounds. You are serving from wisdom. Giving from overflow of your peace, not your scarcity of the pain that you carried. Whether through a smile, a word, or an act of kindness, let your energy ripple into the world effortlessly. And then we form or step into stage 9. Let silence be sacred again. Healing often filled your silence with tools and techniques. Now you can return to the silence just to be. Sit, breathe, listen. In silence, you remember you are not becoming the light. You are the light. And finally, step 10. Live as the light you found. You walk through the fire. You risen from the ashes. Now it's time to live like the phoenix, free, unafraid, and radiant. Don't wait for another storm to remind you who you are. Live as if the miracle already happened, because it has. Now, take a deep breath and release. And repeat after me. I am whole. I am free. I live from love, not from lack. Once more. I am whole. I am free. I live from love, not lack. Now there's nothing left to heal. There's everything left to feel. Sacred soul is the art of living abundantly. And until next time, stay peaceful, stay present, and keep breath abundant. And keep breathing abundance into every moment. Love and light. Namaste.